Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Bizu, and I'm back after being on a bit of a hiatus for the first of the year due to some technical issues. Technical issues like this. See that? I don't know if you can see this, but yeah, this is not how you want to start off the new year, but we got it fixed and taken care of, so don't even need that anymore. So with there were a lot of things that were happening in January. This was a very, very eventful month. So I thought I would do a quick video that kind of touched on all of the issues that I wanted to talk about, but I was not able to do with it due to the fact that I was fixing broken lenses. So here's a quick look at some of the issues that popped up this month. Serena Williams saves her own life while she gives birth. Now, this was a story that came up a couple of weeks ago, and it talked about the legendary Serena Williams having to tell doctors and nurses what to do to save her own life after she was giving birth to her child, Olympia. Now, she says that while she was on the operating table, she was feeling uncomfortable, and she requested that doctors and nurses give her a CT scan. At first, they didn't want to do it, and they thought that she was just complaining for nothing, but she insisted on it, and they finally did the CT scan, and they discovered blood clots. Now, of course, this is amazing, but we've come to expect amazingness from Serena because she's Serena Williams. However, this does highlight a very disturbing trend when it comes to Black women in childbirth. It turns out that no matter what their educational status is, class level, wealth, any of that, Black women stand a higher chance of dying on the operating table after giving birth than any other group of people. Now, there have been studies on this, and they've tried to come up with different reasons why, and the reasons usually run between medical incompetence on behalf of the doctors, doctors not taking Black women's concerns seriously, or the fact that doctors still tend to think that Black people have a higher pain threshold than other kinds of people, which is, of course, crazy. This kind of thinking is rooted in that good old schism that we all know and love. But I, for one, am glad that my sister is entering in the medical field because we need more Black doctors to speak out on these issues and to push against this kind of thinking, because that is very, very crazy. If there's one place where you need to be able to trust the professionals, it's while you're literally giving birth. Donald Trump calls Haiti and the entire continent of Africa a shithole. Fuck Donald Trump, he's an idiot. That's all I got for that. H&M. Yeah. Recently, H&M rolled out an ad campaign that had a Black boy in a green hoodie with the logo, coolest monkey in the jungle. Of course, people were a bit upset about that. There were calls of boycotting H&M. People were wondering how could their marketing department be so tone deaf, and this shows why Black people and just people of color in general need to be in the room when these decisions are taking place. But you know who wasn't here for any of this in any way, shape, or form? The Black people in South Africa. Once this ad came out, they were pissed. South Africans, Black South Africans specifically, took to the streets and proceeded to trash H&M stores. They were breaking glass, they were knocking over mannequins, throwing clothes all over the place, and they were pissed. Now, people were upset at the protesters, saying that this wasn't the way to protest and this isn't gonna work and you're causing more problems than you're solving. However, H&M, after seeing the protest, shut down their stores all throughout South Africa. So if you want H&M in the country of South Africa, sorry, you can't do it. You're either gonna have to go online or go somewhere else because they shut their doors, saying that after seeing the protests and seeing the reactions that our ad campaign caused, we feel like it's not really good to do business here. So for me personally, I am 100% behind what the protesters did. I mean, to be honest, you can't really argue with them when they have results. Like, they've shown that this kind of protest actually works and actually gets things done. Besides, every time a company does some dumb shit like this, the goal is always to hit them in the pockets to let them know that things like this won't be tolerated. And getting a multinational chain to shut down its stores in an entire country seems to be a pretty good way to do that. And I also think it's kind of telling that only people from a certain class level are calling for boycotts. And me personally, I'm starting to see that when you call for a boycott, it's really a passive form of activism. I mean, at this point, we've seen what calls for boycott actually do, which is nothing. Shea Moisture puts out an ad that people find offensive, their doors stay open. The Gap puts out an ad that people deem are offensive, their doors stay open. Walmart, the list goes on and on. It's starting to now feel like when people are calling for boycott, they're basically calling for people to not really do anything, because it doesn't really cost you anything to not shop at a store. If you want a shirt, you can go anywhere to pick up a shirt. You don't have to go to H&M. So when people say things like that, for me, it's starting to sound like code for don't really do anything. Whereas the protesters in South Africa wanted to actually do something. And what they did got results. And I, for one, can't argue with results. Maybe other Black communities around the world should take note instead of trying to wag their fingers and be a bit more aggressive. Just saying. And with that, that's a quick look at some of the issues and stories that I saw that I wanted to talk about that took place over the past month. If you guys have any opinions or thoughts on these stories, feel free to let me know in the comments below. With that, we're going to wrap up this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to share and subscribe, because there are going to be more videos like this in the future, because there's a lot of stuff going on. And I think my time in Africa and Kenya specifically has changed my view on a lot of things. So if you're interested in hearing about that, please be sure to subscribe to my channel so you can get these videos. I want to thank Dienastie Eyewear for the shades and support, Black in China for holding it down for expats in China, and the Black Expat for holding it down for expats everywhere. Oh, and before I forget, please follow me all over the internet at NNP Nation. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that. And follow the hashtag NNP in Nairobi. And with that, we're out of here. Peace.